Wise man once said, it's easier to get $50 from a million people than to get $1,000,000 from 50 people. We are going to mess up some ETH today. Today, our victim is going to be ETH. All right, we are going to get some ETH. This here is Gel, short for Gelato. Might want to check them out. I wanted to show you this descending channel, and you can see that we've got resistance. You see, this is a trend line. And right here, we just broke trend. What you can see is that we have a new trend. Now, this could fail, right? But here's your new trend. You see that? Let's bring it up a little bit. What we've got here is your swing low. Then we've got a higher low. Now we got rejected right here at this critical inflection point. This right here, okay, is accumulation. Higher lows, okay, and we have a new trend line now. A new trend line right there. And so now what you want to do is you want to buy on this trend line as it goes up. Okay. Now, it can still fail, but what's most likely going to happen is going to come up here, get rejected on this line, come back here. Market participants want to see where the bottom is, so they push it down, and then you can anticipate you're going to buy here. Now, you're not going to ape right here, right? You're going to just nibble and then see if you get your breakout. If you get your breakout, then you expect it to get back to here, and then you buy again there. Okay, why? Because we are in an uptrend. But you don't ape it all right here because you don't know it could fail. So you nibble. You get gains. You can even take some profit here if you want, and then buy back here. Now check this out. You see what happened the last time we had this descending channel on this particular asset. Okay. And what happened once it broke that trend? It came up, then it got pushed back down, okay, where it meandered, pushed down one final time, and spring, okay, sell off, but didn't get back to its old baseline. It started creating a higher low. This right here is your reversal. Then the market started seeing that, and so they pushed it up. Okay, boom, and then up. So what do you think is going to happen? Here. Okay, let's bring it all in. This is what's happening here. So what's going to happen? I don't know. But that's my guess. And obviously it won't go just like that. It'll bounce. These are here are all levels where you want to take profit at. These lines, these colored lines, by the way. Okay, now this here is the signature of accumulation. Okay, not only that, we've got a trend break here. So that makes this a reversal point. Okay, now you can see already that we have lost 71% of the value. Okay, that's a value position. This is what value investors are looking for. A quality asset that's lost a lot of value that they can come in. What they're looking for is the signs of accumulation and confirmation. Now, if you've ever heard of QuickSwap, which is a Polygon native protocol, or Phantom has a Spooky Swap, which is basically decentralized exchange for any token on the Phantom network. Well, both QuickSwap and Phantom use Gelato. Okay, so Gelato has functions that enable hundreds and hundreds of orders to go through a day, which counts for millions of dollars in volume. Okay, so FTM and Polygon are using Gel. And there's also some other cool tech features that Gel offers, but there's a lot of potential in this as a long-term hold. Andre Cronje also was a donator to the early Gelato Gitcoin grant. If we just go back to all-time high, if you hold till then, which, that's up to you, 254%. Okay? If you just take profits here, you got yourself 82%. If you want to see where fibs are telling us to go, okay, right here, golden pocket. That's the golden pocket right there. If we went to the golden pocket, 141%. Okay, that's pretty good, right? And, obviously we can go, this thing could go all the way up here. Let's say you're here right now. You go up to the 1.618, 442%, So you got a lot of upside on this project. You got some good bullish news potentially in the background. And, it's up to you. You got to do your own research, check out the tokenomics and the fundamentals of the project and all of that. So this is not financial advice, of course. It's just for your own infotainment. Hopefully you get some insights from the process. A lot of people don't think these fibs are, that critical because it just seems like some hocus pocus, some male astronomy. But the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence has been proven throughout the ages. And so you'll be astonished at how well these levels, actually you can already see it playing out, that right here is a level, right? You can see right there, it's hitting the golden pocket. It's hitting the golden pocket right there, right? So right there. And so it's pretty interesting. And then you've got this, the 382. You can just see all this confluence, Okay, now looking at this volume, it doesn't take a lot of volume because from what I hear, there's only about 10 million coins in circulation. Next month or something, there's supposed to be a token unlock, but that's up to you to do your own research. I'm not 100% sure on that. But looking at this volume, we got a couple of big red candles and we don't really have any green. We got a little green coming in here at the end, but it's not significant. So what I would think is this is probably going to fail, okay? At first, as it gets pushed down, so if it does fail, I'll be buying down here, probably, on this line actually, because if you look back, you can see that this line has been respected quite often. Yeah. So this midline right here, if you could see. All right, so you see this resistance, right? You see this hitting right there. Then you see it wicking right there. Then it doesn't have enough demand and it can't even wick up anymore and it sinks. Okay, so what was resistance turns into support. Now, resistance again, rejected again. Okay, but now it's broken out. So as far as the token unlock goes, that's a fundamental, and I'm just talking about the price action right here. So according to price action, this looks pretty bullish. It does look like it's an accumulation, but remember, a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. So you've got yourself a bottom here of sorts. I'll put that like right about there. But then you've got another bottom, an actual technical bottom right there. So really what you got is, basically a zone. And that would be kind of like your buying zone. Anytime this asset gets into this zone, you're going to buy, right? Obviously, this is not financial advice, so you're not really going to buy. According to my infotainment system, this is where you would buy. All right, so this is your buy zone, right? Let's clean this up. Okay, now cleaning up the chart a little bit. Make sure to support the channel with a like if you want to see more. All right. Okay, let's come in here a little bit. Check this out. Let's see what we got candle-wise. Okay, we got a bullish engulfing candle, another bullish engulfing candle, another bullish engulfing candle. Now we got a shooting star at the top, which could signal the pushback. That could signal the pushback to come and retest what was resistance. It's now support and bounce for more. And this is when people will be buying as it's coming up because they're going to see that it's bounced again. Expected to come up here and then sell off right about there. Okay, now if it comes back down, it's still bullish. You're still in an uptrend. So it could come all the way down here, or it might cut short and then come back up for another run, and then it's off. You can expect that sell-off to happen there. And if you get what I think you're going to get, is you're going to get a push down. It's going to come back down, give you one last chance to buy in this zone here, this big zone. It might just bounce, or it might cut itself short right there and not quite reach. But I think you're going to get one more final test, and then, then you're off. Yeah, I mean, we're bullish on the smaller time frames, right? Look at this. We've got, if you go smaller time frame, you got these big green horses in here. There's no red to be found in here. You got to go on the, so that means if we just reversed not that long ago, then of course you're not going to see any red candles here because all the red candles are in the bigger time frames. So this would also indicate potential reversal. It's just it's so new. You'd have to go to the 1 hour to start seeing this volume come through. So it does show that the buyers are taking control here, but it might just be short-lived, right? We might get pushed back down because, as we've seen, the volume on the red candles and the time frames come all the way up here. Look at this big candle. So there are some sellers out there, probably because that token unlock is coming. All right, so you got your accumulation. You can get another push down as it comes up, and then boom, and then you got your 3 rising valleys right here. So what do you say? You want to get some ETH? You want to increase your ETH bags? If you do, then you're like a lot of people. We all want that, baby. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get this ETH. Now look at this. You got 300% gain right there. Okay, so this asset likes to go up quickly when it goes. You can see we've got a buy zone here. Then we got the wick comes down and touches the buy zone, but the main candles don't get there because it's in accumulation. We also got the breakout here, the break of the trend. We've got the swing low. We've got the reversal low. The only thing we don't really have is the volume. Now I could add some MAs to this, but right now I'm just doing some price action. So, according to the fibs, we got a long way to go, baby. I'll show you where we're going right here. Right here, boy. Alright, so if we make it there, we make it to the 618, the 1618, talking 400% gains, baby. Okay, of course that's, thinking optimistic. Obviously, we got a lot of room up here, depending on where this project goes. This is about beating ETH, baby. This is about beating ETH. We aren't here to just beat the dollar. Anybody could do that. That's easy. The dollar is the slowest horse in the race. Why do we do that? Because ETH is going up. Hey, you want to get 32 ETH and run your own node? And you can stake that ETH and get paid in ETH and increase your ETH size just by staking? Right, now a lot of things can happen. Bitcoin could dump, and then of course this coin's going to tank. Or Bitcoin could run hard and this coin's going to tank. Or the macro The Fed could come out and say we're raising rates, this thing's going to tank. I mean, the market is crazy, right? But if we're just talking price charting here, what this project is saying is that it's usually what happens is the participants of the project know what's going on, and that shows out in the chart. And you can see it. It looks like some people know some things, and things are starting to change. Like we're about to come out with something, and the insiders know it, or something like that. It shows itself in these charts, especially when trends break. That means the people who wanted to sell, who were weak, already sold, and there's really no more sellers. Either way, you can see that this chart, it does run against ETH. You can make money against ETH, meaning you can increase your ETH by charting versus ETH, and that's the main idea. Anybody can beat the dollar. If you can't beat the dollar, I feel bad for you, son, because that's the easiest, slowest horse on the entire race. If you can beat ETH, then you are doing really good. If you can beat Bitcoin, then you're doing really good. In this particular scenario, we're getting us some ETH. Now dial it in, go on a smaller time frame, see what the best entry point that you can get is, and my guess is it's going to be in this zone. Purple zone, buy zone, okay? That's not my advice, because this is not advice. But man, look at that candle right there. Look what happened when it hit this demand line. It bounced hard. Now it's going to sell off just a little bit. This thing looks like it's going to me. And even if you're wrong about the trade, as long as you got the reversal correct, then this will play out eventually. Even if this thing bounces around and dumps, comes back, does a few things, it's just making moves to shake people out. As long as, we're correct about this trend line, and that we had our reversal here and our breakout here, then even if this goes down, blah, 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 it's not, we've found bottom already. So even if it bounces around, it's okay. Eventually shake people out and then go. If by the time you see this video, this thing is already up here somewhere, okay, the idea is that you're value investor and you're buying because it's already retraced and this is a value entry. All right, so that's the gig. That's the deal, baby. Now subscribe to the channel because I'm going to come out with another one. I intend to come out with something very soon. So subscribe, and if you have a coin that you think might be looking good and you want me to do it, post it and I will check it out. And if it looks good, I might just do a video on it, and then you get to hear what I think about your coin. All right. Take care.